So.
Okay. I don't think Cullen is the Hearthkeeper.
No.
Though the pride part for him did make sense.
Yeah.
So.
He probably would have been if his voice actor wasn't a turf piece of shit. Well, is he a turf? Maybe just be the shit.
No, he's a turf.
Well, yeah, but turf is usually like feminism, you know, but he's not even feminism, right?
I mean, he's very into like J.K. Rowling, so he shares a lot of beliefs and defends her. So turf to the max.
Turf.
Okay. God of Craft being Sandal makes perfect sense.
Yes.
I don't know about the Mother of Hala being Lust, that one, but that was like the only one left.
I haven't looked in this in years. Okay.
Well, I mean, it makes sense being Morgan, but not Kieran, but we know he has the gods, or like, what is it that he's in Or no, he has to be whatever the fourth flight was, because that was the last flight we had, right?
Yeah.
So he has to, but that would make him the god of craft, which makes no fucking sense.
So, unless it's in a different order.
Oh no, because he didn't get the spirit at, no, did he get the spirit at the moment of conception? Technically, because he, also, he's dependent upon your choices. You might not even have Kieran in your gameplay, so I don't know. And it doesn't also make sense for Morgan to be an option, because that would make a mother and daughter both.
Yeah, and Morgan, yeah, so I think
yeah, that's gotta be what was that character's name?
I don't know! What is her name?
Veronica. We just saw her.
Veronica?
I don't know what her name was.
What the fuck is Veronica?
I don't know. Bellara.
We were way off.
Imagine this is all like not accurate.
We just made our own game.
Well, like we put the story together and they didn't. Okay, this makes a lot more sense to me. So we still need though the sixth pride. I think that would be Rook. I think my favorite character. Because that would have to be a character we don't know yet.
I could see the new guy, the one that you're thinking about romancing.
Pride.
Or Emmerich. I could still see Emmerich as one. Because he would also be an outlier.
If he was any, I think he would have to be Friend of the Dead, which doesn't.
Yeah. What other one do we need? Do we need Pride?
Yeah, Pride, Hearthkeeper is the one we can determine there.
Darvin?
Yet.
Well, yeah, but protecting the Grey Warden stronghold was a whole thing, so Hearth, that's what I'm thinking. Plus also Grey Wardens, I'm pretty sure we're known for their pride. I hope he doesn't, I really want to romance him, so if they make the elf.
At least an elf. Well, yeah, I mean, most of these people are elves. Fenris, Meryl, Sarah.
Except for Sandal. Sandal's the outlier. I still think he could be the maker.
That'd be hilarious.
It would.
The god of craft is the maker, and it's Sandal. And it's also Sloth.
Or it is just fucking Sandal.
Don't have any stain. Just have paint on. Monkey feathers. Monkey feathers. Like Ang says.
Oh. I was like, why does that sound so familiar?
Why are you trying to paint?
I was trying to stain some wood.
Oh. For the catio?
Yeah. We don't have any.
Yeah, we'll have to get like a tiny thing.
I need to do the rest of the roof too, so I'm probably gonna go bang that out. That's something dirty.
They still haven't called me from the
Yeah, I give them about like, what time is it?
I'll give them until tomorrow.
I'm just imagining them looking at your car like,
I was gonna say
what's wrong with it?
I was gonna say more like
Valve.
give them an hour and try to call him about an hour.
Okay. Okay. On the Dragon Age wiki, it has vague character like description. So Darvis, or Darvis, I'm mixing up Jarvis. Darvin is bold and charming, which could be pride. Okay. Valera is creative and romantic. What is lust?
Mother Paula.
Okay. Lucy.
We'd be like, Valara, you a hoe.
Already, we're like, we don't trust that little elf. Who's that elf in the corner over there? I know. I'm like, at that point, if it's fucking Darvin and Valara, let them take over the world. I don't care. Like, I will help you. Whatever you want.
Literally, the only elves that are not on here or part elves is literally just Sandal and Liliana. Soulless. Well, wasn't there something about like Morgan's mom being part elf or something? I think I remember she's part elf.
Okay, she's not even part elf anymore because it's been diluted through so many bloodlines. Yeah. So, if we're doing that with all the other ones too, Sandal just got the short end of the stick.
Well, I mean, it would make sense too why he's able to do magic and stuff if he wasn't just elf.
Enchantments. So much. That's my son. Okay. I still think Harding, because I was not expecting Harding out of everyone to return and be a companion. Was not expecting her. I feel like she has to be something.
I have no idea.
Now get therapy.
So we actually have our companions. We have 2 warriors, which is Darvin and Tosh. Rogues are Valaria, Harding, and also Lucy. I can't pronounce what the fucking L. We're calling him L now. Sorry, Death Note. Then for the mages we have Emmerich and also Neve. Love Neve.
So we have most rogues.
Yeah.
And I of course will be playing a rogue and just OP my fucking party with all rogues.
Sneaky boys.
Well, which would explain why we originally had 9 companions, because it would have been 3 from each.
Yeah. Oh no, you itch. You itch because the sun.
And that makes no sense to be rogues, but I probably still play.
Oh my god, it's still green. Okay.
Okay, so I think too it doesn't necessarily matter the timeline too much, as long as the character was alive potentially during the play, or I mean maybe could have passed multiple people. I think these are just mainly the people that are either descendants of the god or possessed by the god, and they would be chosen based off of their backstories.
Yeah.
Which these are all backstories we know pretty well.
Yeah, except for the newer ones. Like, I'm trying to think.
So, again, Top, the 3rd, Blight, God of Vengeance,
How did we determine the order of them again?
Okay, so we know the order of the
weirdest videos of mine do well. Apparently people like Edra. Because I posted the video where frickin' I was like freaking out because of how high I rolled to seduce the vampire by accident. And on YouTube it did pretty well and people were like, how do you roll a 99 on a D20? And I'm like, you don't, you use a D100. And it was a bunch of like incels trying to be like, huh, I got you, you're a fake nerd. And I'm like, bitch, you're the fake nerd.
Okay, anyways, I was saying is that basically it's already established which, because there's been however many blights already, and each of those blights is ruled over by a specific 7 deadly sin. So that, and we already know the order of blights, right? So the first blight was from Dumont, gluttony, right? And we tied that in with Keeper of Secrets, which is the god, of the god, right? So the things that could be different is which god belongs to what thing, right? And the two we excluded was Mithal and Fenharal because those
They were here.
were already here
Yeah.
and they're not a part of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gods that are left out of the once those two are gone. Which, funny enough, 7 gods. There were 9. We had 9 companions. Now we have 7.
That's weird. That's a weird twin.
Because no one else has even mentioned what the old companions were.
Yeah.
So maybe they're hinting at us, like wink wink. Like,
Yeah.
There was 9, but now there's 7.
But what makes freaking Mithal and Fenharal be such an outlier?
Because remember, they killed Mithal.
Yes.
Mithal basically reincarnated into...
Jenna! Wait. Andraste and the Maker. Andraste was killed. It's mirroring that.
Mithal is Andraste?
That's why Bride of the
Who
Maker.
loved an elf!
Yes!
Soulless!
Yes! I'm stuck on that camera. The big brain power. Imagine none of this.
No, yeah, none of this is true. This is so funny. But no, that's too parallel.
Yeah!
If it's not true, they're lazy.
If they're not true, they're stupid. Oh my god. Something got lost in translation. I had to
Okay,
jack
so
it
wait,
off.
Mithal. Okay, so Mithal's first life after reincarnating into the world, or
Would be
maybe it could have very easily been a couple because they said she was human,
Yeah.
and then she was with an elf, and she had children, and no one knows what happened to the missing Andraste bloodline.
Exactly.
And it's Morgan
Yes!
and her mummy.
Oh my
Wait.
god. That means Kieran could be like a descendant of frickin' Andraste. Or yeah, he would be.
Yeah.
So that would explain like I'm just like
And what did they call the Inquisitor beforehand? The Herald of Andraste.
Yeah.
And literally the
fucking
Herald of
Kieran's
Andraste.
actually the Herald of Andraste. And we didn't even Oh my god, Kieran's Jesus.
Kieran is Jesus.
Kieran is
Okay.
Jesus confirmed.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense for me. Okay.
Okay,
So,
write it down.
okay. Wait. Okay. Mithal is Andraste. Solus was lover. Elf lover. So that makes sense. And that would make sense too why Solus has been here a while and then went to sleep after Mithal was burned at the stake. So he hasn't been here since before.
No, I think he was asleep when he put up the veil. But I think,
He woke up a little bit when his girlfriend came back.
well no, I think when she was around, she talked about an elven, because they never really say that he was around. And
No,
if
he did stuff.
Well, we don't know if
It could have been lost in translation,
Yeah.
but no, he factually, like when Fenris reads his books, the books of Shartan or whatever, like he's factually around doing stuff.
Yeah.
So it could have been another god.
Yeah, but Solus could have been Shartan as well.
Yeah.
Wait, who was Mithal's actual husband that she cheated on with Solus?
That's a good question. Let me see. Google.
The brain is braining. And if we are wrong, I will be so surprised. Like I'm assuming we're gonna get a little bit wrong. But if we are wrong, I'm going to shoot myself. Looks at BioWare. This is my
That's funny. She's called the All-Mother. Okay, so she's the protector, All-Mother, and goddess of love. She's the patron of motherhood and justice. The flip side of vengeance, she leads the pantheon with her male counterpart, Algeron. Algeron is the Allfather, the eldest of the sun, and he was who overthrew his father is the elven god of vengeance in the sun. So this would be either the Maker or the guy who overthrew the Maker, who represents fatherhood and leads the pantheon with the goddess Mythal. So it was Algeron. Algeron we have on here.
Wait, Jenna. So Corypheus, when he got to the Golden City, Golden City or Black City, which one?
It was the Golden City, and then either he or it was turned into Black City because of him entering.
So, the Golden City, okay, he said the seat of the Maker was empty.
Mm-hmm.
So, if Elberon, right, that's...
Mm-hmm.
If he overthrew his father, who could be the Maker,
Mm-hmm.
that would make sense.
Yeah.
So where the fuck is actually the Maker?
It's Sandal!
Imagine.
Okay, wait. Let me look up Dragon Age list of elven gods. The Elven Pantheon, okay. We dive in deep. Okay. Okay, Alberon became the god of vengeance. So he was the Allfather, the eldest of the sun, and he overthrew his father, represents father in vengeance, leads the pantheon from fate itself. It's the whole reason Cole himself is so strange and unique, and why Solus is so interested in him. Literally just said that. Cole is proof that the Fade that materialize physically into the world and do so to such an extent that it is unable to be distinguished from already existing life. So what does this have to do with the Elven gods? Everything. The Elven gods were without a doubt greedy and evil beings who aspired to godhood. Thus they are all creatures trapped in the Fade after creating the veil, would have had the strongest emotions pouring into the world through it after they were imprisoned. I highly doubt beings of that strength and pride would just sit in their prisons. They would try to escape. They would try to influence the world. Hence, they would manifest themselves into reality similar to Cole. How they did this would be unclear, but what is clear is that there are no old ones before the elves, no dragons that claim godhood or challenge the elven gods in such a way in dreams. But even the elven gods were imprisoned, the Imperium suddenly had their goals. Gods, strange, huh? They probably didn't manifest physically like Cole, they didn't have memories of a person to do so, and obviously the nature of the new world would have been so as foreign to them as it was for Solus. Thus, they couldn't study or begin to understand the limitations of magic and their powers. But they didn't need to. They needed a large enough following to break them out, and they found it with the Magisters of Corypheus and potentially Andraste. Flemeth says, she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being. This also means that through Andrel may have been sexually involved with men. Sarah and Andrel's possibly different sexual orientations are irrelevant because she is only a container of sorts and not solely Andrel. Regardless, I don't think Sarah knows what's going on. She seems to be hiding from memories, wanting to ask Liana about visions written in the book near her door. Fears her dreams could be real, comes up in her romance, and is antagonistic towards the elven gods. At times, she seems to want the Inquisitor to reassure her that the elven gods aren't real. Her reaction after returning from the Well of Sorrows, more on her extreme feelings for Mythal in a moment. Cole tells Sarah, there are songs in every part of you waiting for you to hear them, and the sky wants to say something, it's trying. Plus, Sarah experiences deja vu. Cole says its memory slipping to her from across the veil, and hears whispers that other elves do not. It sounds similar to the most uneligible whispers that the Inquisitor hears if she drinks from the well. Flemeth has accepted and integrated Mythal. She is part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest, so she can fully understand the knowledge, memories, and powers that come from Mythal. But Sarah might be scared and angry because she's trying to suppress or avoid these feelings, and the wisp is probably still too weak to manifest more strongly. So here's the big question. If Sarah contains the wisp of an ancient elf god, then why is she so hateful towards elfie elves? Elfie is an important distinction between for her. So here's an important codex entry for Andrel. Elf god Andrel. One day, Andrel grew tired of hunting mortal men and beasts. She began stalking the Forgotten Ones, wicked things that thrive in the abyss. Yet even a god should not linger there, and each time she entered the void, Andrel suffered longer and longer periods of madness after returning. Andrel put on armor made of the void, and all forgot her true face. She made weapons of darkness and plague at her lands. She howled things meant to be forgotten, and the other gods became fearful. Andrel would hunt them in turn. So Mythal spread rumors of a monstrous creature and took the form of a great serpent waiting for Andrel at the base of a mountain. We literally meet Mythal at the top of the mountain in Dragon Age 2. When Andrel came, Mythal sprang on the hunter. They fought For 3 days and nights, Andrel slashing deep gouges in the serpent's hide, but Mythal's magic snapped Andrel's strength and stole her knowledge to how to find the void. After this, the great hunter could never make her way back to the abyss, and peace returned. It's fucking Sarah.
It has to be.
It has to be
Yeah,
Sarah.
it has to be Sarah. That's my wife!
And it makes sense. God
Yeah.
of Fortune, not Isabella, but because literally her shots never miss.
Literally.
And she's good at finding shit.
She literally steals all the time from the rich.
Yeah.
Like, we love her.
Okay, so she's the hair as
Yeah.
well. Okay, so 100%. Literally someone already...
See, I told you the elven gods were fucking, like, associated with animals and that would help us. You didn't believe me.
Okay, this was literally made posted in 2014.
This is as far as we've been doing this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, I love this post. Okay, so...
Hello. Cass, why?
She has to be something weird. Express magic smells like everything, and maybe Andrel has Huntress way back in the day, like Diana, Sarah's big old lesbian.
Ow.
Okay, so someone else thought this 10 years ago, last playthrough, it says, make her pick a time.
What other gods do we need? For animal association?
Still need, God of Vengeance, the main one, Elgaron, Allfather, Hearth,
Which
June.
one would that be? Hearth is lion.
Let me make sure. I was working my way towards that one. Okay, Hearth. Let me double check that you have the right card.
If it's not,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be surprised.
No, it is, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's gotta be a lion. But that makes no sense if it's not Cullen.
I don't fucking... Let me see. My phone.
Unless Fenris is the first one, Vengeance. Man, they gotta give this guy a break. Okay, no, this has to be fucking Cullen. The Dalish pray to her to spare the sick and to watch over the innocents. Give his fire touch how to use it. Only herbs and magic and use passage of infants as well. I don't know, this works for either one of them, but the lion thing, unless it's a different animal.
It could be a different animal. Maybe that's the griffin. I don't know what animal it would be then. Unless it is the raven.
Excuse me.
Jesus, have you seen the fucking comic where it kind of shows what Fenris went through with Delirium?
I'm scared. I think I own it, Blue Wraith.
I don't know if it's that one. I just...
That one's the one centered on him, so I think it is. I own it, but I'm like scared.
Do you want to see?
Sure.
Look. The poor baby! They also made him white as a child, which doesn't make sense. And blonde.
Maybe he was just pale. Maybe he should not be blonde. His sister's literally a fucking redhead. He was already stressed at that point. I don't know. What am I saying?
Why are you blonde? He definitely has to be in the next one. Like, legitimately.
Yeah.
If he's not, I will
Well, I
be
mean,
confused.
Fenris's name means little wolf too, so I mean, it
Yeah.
could be another wolf symbol.
It could be. There are lots of dogs, and it... And technically, Mythal is the mother to the other gods, right?
Yeah. In some myths, and myths he's not.
Well, what if that the god of the hearth was Mythal and Fenrir's kid? Morgan, you got a cousin. Cousin, brother, half brother, half brother.
Yeah, I mean, if the hearth was their child and it was another wolf, that would technically make sense. And why Fenris is so important and can't be killed no matter what you do in the game.
Yeah.
Because and I mean, you think about the mythology of Fenris. Fenris is the one who starts Ragnarok. He's the only one who can.
Fenrir, Dragon
Fenrir,
Age
sorry,
ruined it.
Fenrir, but that's what the name is based off of.
Yes. I still can't.
Yeah, no,
believe
it makes
Dragon
too
Age did
much.
that
It makes too much sense for Fenris.
shit. Yeah, to be wolf.
Domestic arts. The Dalish pray to her for the sick and watch over the innocents. Literally, that's what he's doing. Is he's helping free slaves and stuff.
Yeah.
Which would make actually Sarah and Fenris siblings.
I love that. They would get along so fucking well, but also kind of hate each other.
Yeah.
It'd be so fucking
No, they'd
funny.
be like, fuck those elves, yeah.
Well, yes, but I don't know what it is, but something would be said, and they would never speak again. And I have no clue who would say it.
Probably Sarah, let's face it.
Probably.
Okay, what's June? Does June have an animal?
June is which one?
Craft, sandal.
I don't know. He could be the lion.
Looks more like a fox.
Well, yeah, but we have no imagery of foxes anywhere in Dragon Age. They might
Yeah.
not even exist. It's a nug, imagine.
Eh.
I feel like one of them has to be a snake.
Let's see this.
I feel like snake and lion, one of them has to be it. And I feel like griffins will be important too, so I feel like one has to be a griffin.
Try to see if you have. Okay, I don't know about for June. I mean, it's very possible Elgaron Vengeance would be a snake.
True.
I think that. Let me see what his picture looks like.
Is that the first one?
Yeah.
I still see talons in that, and that's my issue.
I mean, true, but he has a lot of like. He looks like he's holding a snake. Like this, or like this is wrapping around him.
True. Wait, where's
All these
the
squiggly lines.
Entrusted portraits? Okay. So like this? Where?
Yeah, like that. And then things coming out here.
Okay, we'll say snake for him.
Yeah, because I think that's him, so I think he's a snake.
Okay. So, Mythal is also associated with the moon.
Yeah.
Apparently, all of them are also associated with colors.
Huh.
Okay.
What colors are they?
Elganon is yellow or gold or orange, stuff like that. So I'm gonna say gold. Mythal is silver, gray, and they say blue, but I say purple because literally Mythal and all that shit. Andral is golden, but also green and brown. Darothman? is gray.
Durlathon, that's the Keeper of Secrets.
Yeah. Oh, and purple.
Liliana.
Yep. Fallon Dylan. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Green. Well, which makes sense because
Just
it's made green.
Meryl.
She could be.
Okay. And Emmerich, actually. Rook is purple.
He's necromancy.
Yep.
Dorian.
Dorian is also necromancer.
If you choose that way.
Oh no, in canon.
Oh.
He's a necromancer. You can class him differently, but he is a...
Okay. Gil, you know what I mean. Is white because Hollis. June is red and orange.
Hold on. White. And then who?
June is red and orange, which
So,
Red.
Ray Sandal. That's the clothes he wears. June?
yeah.
100. Like, this is all leading up so well. There's no way this isn't true. Okay.
And ironically, what is?
Celeste or whatever, her?
Yeah, is yellow, orange, and green.
See, that makes me think it's fucking Cullen. Because that's not Fenris's colors at all.
Which one is the God of the Hunt?
Sarah.
No, but
Green, brown, gold. Literally fits her outfit perfectly. Everyone else matches up.
Fenris just might not be one of the gods, unless he's one of the forgotten ones. Unless he is the Dreadwolf. He could just be the Dreadwolf as well.
Fair.
But then who is the Hearth? Unless it is
Cullen.
not Cullen. I don't think they're gonna bring Cullen back, even if they were planning to. And if they do, definitely a different voice actor. It could be Cullen though.
I mean, he's been in every single game.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't even like Cullen's voice, and that's why I could never romance him. So it's the same reason why you didn't like Gale. I don't like his voice, and I feel very.
Body is life. Okay, the only one who doesn't have an animal is Craft, which I think they don't necessarily need one. And I don't think it's important to figure it out necessarily. We already know that's 100% Sandal. Who's dressed in white all the time? To be Lust.
Check if Balar is wearing white.
I don't think she is. No, she's wearing like gold and stuff. Like, I mean, she's got a white shirt on.
See? Something. Jenna, do you know where Sandal is right now? He's with the Great Wardens.
Is he now?
Yes!
Because I know in the DLC he wasn't.
No, apparently he is with the fucking Grey Wardens because they took him in after freaking his dad died.
Oh, poor Sandal.
But Jenna, where are we going?
To get Davrin and...
Yeah! I don't know why I'm thinking bear.
For what?
Sandal.
I can see that.
Craft. Because that is literally, we got mauled by bears how many times?
Yeah.
It's a sign of something. I couldn't find anything about it though.
Well, I mean, we see this painting all the time.
Well, yeah.
So bear is an imagery at least.
Well, yeah.
And that is an elf being held.
But also, I think that's the mother of Hala that's being held. So, who does the mother of Hala fuck?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Thus far. Well, I mean, they're very close. So basically, June is said to basically or no, actually it's the hunter. The hunter is said to turn a Hala into a goddess. And that became the mother of Hala. But it's interesting, the relationship with the bear. We don't really know the whole story with that. What do we do? Let me see.
All I'm saying is the god of craft and also the mother of Hala are right next to each other. And I feel like they didn't just put that in a random order. Could be wrong though.
Okay, they said Dirthamon is the bear. Which one is Dirthamon? Keeper of Secrets. I don't think that's accurate.
Who said that?
It's just some random post from 2016.
Potentially, but I don't see that in his mosaic.
Bear just wanted a hug.
Give the bear a hug. Give your nana a fucking meatball. That will just forever be in our vocabulary.
Oh yeah. Okay, well everyone's in agreement that that painting has the mother of Hala in it, but Zephyr was orphaned shortly after birth. He was raised in a brothel at the age of 7. Shortly before his Fenris was born to an elven slave inventor and had a sister. I know that. It definitely, like, none of them could be Zevran because he's so easy to kill. Unless they just pull a Liliana who was alive the entire time, which is completely possible.
Nah, I don't think it's ever.
No, I don't think so. So we have at least one choice for every single one of them. Sarah for Hunter, Fenris or Cullen for Hearth, Sandal for Craft, Alara for Mother of Hala, Liliana for Keeper of Secrets, either Meryl, Rook, Emmerich, or Dorian for Friend of the Dead. The only one we're missing having any option for is Algaron, Vengeance, Allfather, but at the same time that could interchangeably either be Fenris or Cullen. Cute!
I love that.
She's like directly at the camera, just bringing the profile. She's still got
I
this
love
on
them.
lips. Like, he's just a grumpy man.
That is father.
That's Daddy.
Oh my god.
She got tits out. Love that for her. Like, they're so cute. Okay, so we got them.
I like the idea that Rook is the one looking at them.
Warden, example of a Rook, at guarding the besties. Looks, and that's another screen grab, so fantastic. This is where Neve is from. These dogs. Gorgeous. Apparently, who likes long hair in the character creators? Same. So lots of long hair options for fucking once. I figured because of Tasha's long ass hair, like they had to have some good dynamics just built into the game. Especially because I keep seeing it like actually moving. And then they did reveal all of the classes in their Discord server.
Oh my god.
So it can be Grey Warden, Shadow Dragons, Veil Jumpers, Morn Watch, Lord of the Fortune, or Antique Pros. So I'm gonna be a fucking pirate.
What is a Morn Watcher?
It was something from the books. I don't actually know what the Morn Watch is.
You know, we would probably be so good at this whole theorizing thing if we actually read the motherfucking books.
I know, right?
I started reading a little bit of Asunder and just went, that's enough.
Okay, the Morn Watch, let me see. From the Grand Necropolis, they can be a human or elf in this class. From Navarra, is an order within the Mortalitasi. The Morn Watch serve as the elite guard. Oh, and we're also getting Cassandra back. So she'll be there.
Life!
I think, so I'm thinking she's either going to be a cameo or probably an advisor. Again, like in a proper
I
role.
want all our characters back.
So,
We're not getting Mama still.
yeah. But Cassandra, okay, concept for your advisors. Cassandra, Varric,
Dynamic.
Fenris,
I love it.
Dorian.
I hate
They had to have more men in it because the advisors last time were all women. So they
I'll
balanced it
miss
out.
Josephine, that's also my wife.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
too many wives in Dragon Age. Dragon Age
Well,
wife
this
list
is-
is...
Well, she might be in Antiva because we have to go to Antiva to get Tosh. I think
Please, BioWare.
those would be the two people I think we see when we go and recruit Tash is going to be Zevran and Josephine. And Isabella.
I want to see my motherfucking Inquisitor, okay, romancing the hell out of Josephine.
Right?
Please.
Or what if your Inquisitor is one of the advisors as well?
And then they have to have freaking romances with them.
That'd be so nice. The Mormons serve as the elite guardians and keepers of the Grand Necropolis and its sacred repository of the dead. They also deal with magic that has gone awry, especially as related to Navarian funeral rites and corpse possession. The Morn Watchers have absolute authority over funeral dead. Known memories is Emmerich, so you can be from his class. So you can basically be in every single one that your companions are from. So you might just come like pre-booked with one of the companions you choose from one of them. So like if you show up as an Antivan Pro, you would
I might just do freaking Grey Warden just for fucking Devrin, because I'm sorry, they did not need to make that in so fucking fine.
We'll probably also get a cameo of one of the Hawk siblings if they return into Grey Warden. And World Saved.
Also, I'm pretty sure Josephine is not actually in it because I met her voice actor and she was sad that they hadn't called her.
Oh.
So I
Maybe
just
some
remember
letters
that.
from her.
Huh?
Maybe some letters.
I hope something of my wife. But yeah, she was super nice, and I'm like, you are in fact Josephine. Thank you. Yeah, very nice, very sapphic as well. It was very funny.
This is also the new symbol for Rook, so looks very owly to me. / Wolfie.
And Dragony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. The number 7 is important, I'm telling you!
Well, literally, these are also the same circle kind of things that we always see when associated with the Elven Gods, so...
Imagine we're crazy and all of this is fucking wrong. I'm still saying Andraste is fucking Mythal. That just makes sense. I'm sorry.
Okay, the Inquisitor's voice actor. Dearest, I have been touched by so many messages concerning you know what, and also a brilliant reboot of you might know what, and I don't know what I can and can't confirm yet, so I just want to say hi. I've had some cocktails, and I'm not saying anything but hearts.
They're back!
Hashtag the Queen Cryptic.
How many freaking voice actors did they have to contact? Because I know, I guess it's only 4 for
the Inquisitors, yeah. Oh, I do like to go harding through Twitter. Oh, I do like to go harding through X. So if we go onto her hearts, it should tell us some more stuff about the theories she's liking.
I still think we're on to something.
She liked when Lily was saying, well, good day, Inquisitor, we'll be seeing you at the gathering. We know we can customize the appearance of the Inquisitor in Veilguard. I really hope that means we'll hear your voice again. I have about 8 Inquisitors, but we'll go back to my first one for this game.
I've played this game so many times, Jenna, you don't even fucking understand. I think I was on playthrough 28. I can feel the Dragon Age hyperfixation bubbling up and eating the Baldur's Gate 3 fucking hyperfixation, where it stands.
She said, well, nice to see some old friends rise again. Alex, come on. A plot twist, it's Trainer, not Inky and Vilgard is the crossover. LOL.
Fuck. Like, I'm sad I don't have Twitter anymore, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not. I can just get it through osmosis. I get my tweets secondhand. That face you made, what is happening?
BioWare has me fucked up with all of these theories because of all of the announcements from the game. My sibling too and I have been developing a fan theory for the past 10 years. Literally since the last game came out, regarding the Elven Gods and our characters and them potentially being the same fucking thing, as well as the dragons, the blight, etc. And literally everything so far we've seen, thanks to the Dragon Age Inquisition art book we've been going through, plus everything from the codexes and the game and all the new stuff from Veilguard as well, literally has me about 100% sure that my theory is fucking correct, that me and my sibling Jay have been coming up with. So let me just walk you through if you don't know what the fuck this is about. So we all know that there's 7 blights, but the thing is that, you guys, there's also like 7 of everything. There's also 7 the 7 blights, the 7 dragons for each one, then there's the 7 elven gods outside of Solas and Mathal, and there's also 7 deadly sins. So follow me here about them all being the same fucking thing. So the theory basically is, in fact, that the 7 elven gods that weren't Mathal, because Mathal got killed, and then obviously reincarnated as, you know, Flemeth and things like that, and passed down throughout her lineage, was supposed to be Morgan and then wasn't. That whole thing kind of separated her apart, and then Solas went into a deep sleep. But the Elven Gods, when they were trapped, were like, yo, I need to get the fuck out of here, right? And then when Corypheus and his whole gang from Tevinter showed up, infiltrated the Golden City, I think their infiltration, or perhaps even the madness of the gods, made the city go black. And then also, when they got there and released the first blights, it was literally just a manifestation upon the corrupted gods, in essence. And they, remember too, Tevinter thinks that the dragons of each blight is also like their gods. So I think the old gods from them are either a duality or a corrupt version or the same version of the elven gods. So we've been working on this notebook. You can see literally the pages are yellowed from the past 10 years of us working on this notebook with this fucking theory. A couple people I've seen online also have started to figure this out over time. We were just looking up some of them. And so, but I think we've pretty much settled on this being it. So let me share it with you. So Dumont was the first old god who had the first blight. And there's certain 2 things that are also with each god, is they each have an animal and they each have a color symbolism. So this god is very yellow gold coated, and we think he is basically the All-Father, which is also known as the god of vengeance, Arlathan, and we think his whole 7 deadly sin related thing, because remember there are demons in the game that are based off of the 7 deadly sins, so I think the demons are also manifestations of the elven gods and their most fatal flaw. So he is pride. He got cheated on by Flemeth. He's very prideful about it. It's kind of why he becomes the god of vengeance, so I think that's kind of setting him up there. And then I think and here's where it comes into play with our characters, is I think that the elven gods' plan to basically manifest into our reality is by making vessels of characters we know and love, to inhabit basically, right? And same thing that Mathal was doing. And here's the thing, is that I think Solas did the same thing. I think Solas and the Dreadwolf / Fen'Haral are not necessarily the same person, right? I think what happened is that the Dreadwolf, that, you know, him as the god, inhabited the actual person Solas, because he did say in a quote that Solas came first. And so I think by now they are literally one and the same, just like Flemeth and Mathal are one and the same. And I think this can apply to all of our companions and NPCs and everything like that. This comment here, 100%. Sarah is 100%, in my mind, a vessel for one of the elven gods. if you don't know what I'm talking about, my theory, to click the pin there, is basically that all of the elven gods are trying to find vessels within the characters that we know and love in the Dragon Age universe, and they are also simultaneously the old gods, which are the archdemons who rule over the blight. So in my mind's eye, I am 100% fucking certain that Sarah is meant to be a vessel for Andoril the Hunter from the elven gods, and that Andoril is also Zazakil, the Chaos Archdemon, because literally all of those two are themed after the colors green, brown, gold, and Andril's creature and animal that they're associated with is the hare, and on top of that, Sarah is an elf, so unfortunately, like, there's the slur of being a rabbit for starters. Most of these people are on my list are elves, though. Spoiler. But she has a lot of rabbit hair, bunny symmetry as well in a lot of her things. Her tarot card, it literally has her shaped like as a vessel, like this, on her tarot card, with her bow being on the bottom portion here. So literally like she's a vessel going to be filled up. And then I think the 7 deadly sin and the demon that is associated best with both her and the god is greed. And greed is the 7th deadly sin. Its equivalent is fear and despair. And as we know from Sarah, that's like her main crux as a character, is the fact that she can come across as greedy, she can come across as self-centered for herself only, but it's all based off of her own like fear and unwillingness to see all of this magical stuff. So many of the lines that she, Solus, and Cole have together, or she has with one of them, literally hint to this being a fact. She's seen as an incredible shot, like she cannot miss, and Andril's also the god of fortune, and she's just literally lucky in things that she finds. She is lucky in even the situation in which she is. Her whole thing with the Red Jennies is legitimately because of things that the Warden did. It's a very small minor side quest you have as the Warden in Origins, that you go and deliver a Red Jenny package that literally starts her on the path to being a Red Jenny. So the fortune card, the fortune information from Andril makes sense for her. The fact that like she has some sort of magical thing going on with her and she doesn't want to admit it or face it because again she's very fearful. So her being in alignment with Fear Demon and Greed makes a plethora of sense to me. Solus and Cole both basically telling her that she has memories that she's not like suppressing and different things like that. I think she has the most connection to the god who she's supposed to be a vessel for than anybody else, except for one of the other ones who I am 100% certain on is that June, the god of crafts, is Sandal and literally enchantments. That's all I gotta say.